On today's episode of Build Arizona, we'll be speaking with Austin Long from Great Western Pest Control. Austin is going to give us an awesome deep dive into his family's Arizona history, including his great-grandfather arriving via wagon and his run-in with Geronimo. We'll also be talking about hiking the Grand Canyon and other fun Arizona facts. We'll conclude with some conversation about pest control in Arizona. Stick around. It's the first time for everything.
Cup's in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, at least for the video viewers, for the podcast listeners, I think it really matters where you put them. But
Cool.
Cool. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and your company, and give us a little bit of background about how you either came to Arizona or you were born in Arizona, and a little quick who you are and how you got to working at where you're at now.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm Austin Long. We're with Great Western Pest Control. A little bit about me. I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I was born and raised. Went to Mesa High. Grew up right down the road from here. Did baseball throughout high school. Loved going outdoors. Did a lot of mountain biking, dirt biking. Tried to get out the lake. My family was never rich, but had rich friends, so made life a lot easier, in high school. So got to use their toys. So it was nice. And then I went on a mission for my church. Served a 2-year mission in Georgia. Learned Spanish there. Well, basically Spanglish, because we're still in the United States, but got to pick up a little bit on Spanish. So that was great. Came back here. Went to MCC for 2 years. Decided college wasn't the thing for me. I got my associates, but then decided to just kind of get in pest control and sales.
Awesome. Okay. So, and then how did you get into Great Western Pest Control?
Yeah, so when I got home from my mission, I didn't know, well, let's back up. So on my mission, I as a missionary, you go door to door and you talk to people all day long. And, that's where I learned that I liked talking to people, and I liked the idea of going out and searching for people that are, as a missionary, that are interested in, Christ or, religion. And so when I got home, I knew I kind of wanted to get into sales because I liked that ambition or the I'm not sure what word I'm trying to find right here. The drive to find new people, I guess.
Gotcha.
So, I got home. I worked as a landscaper for about 2 months. I hated that. Knew I didn't want to do that. And then I actually joined Great Western Pest Control, and I kind of did that part-time while going to school. And then I sold solar. One of my buddies' dad started a solar company, so I sold solar for about 6 months after working with Great Western Pest Control. Loved the solar thing, but then decided to get back into pest control. Sprayed for quite a while, and then jumped into the sales part of it about 4 or 5 years ago, and loved every second and aspect of sales.
Okay, gotcha. A couple of things stood out to me in that. First off, I was born in Mesa as well. Was it Desert Samaritan?
No.
What hospital?
What's the out in Phoenix?
Oh, out in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay. So. I was the Desert Samaritan, which is Banner Desert now.
Oh, okay.
Right there off of Dobson, I think it is.
Yeah.
Right off of Dobson. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, most people. I've had a few people out of state, a few people in state, which is fun.
Yeah.
And then so I was born and raised in Mesa Gilbert area as well.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. Two locals.
Yeah. So I went to Mesquite High School, not Mesa. My mom went to Marcos Deniza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And my siblings, my sister went to Dobson, and me and my brother went to Mesquite. Very close. We were very similar.
Yeah.
And same situation. My mom was early on. My mom got remarried when I was 5, but early on, single mom school teacher with 3 kids. So my situation, similar to yours, was, oh, you're gonna go ride your quads? Like, yeah, I'll come with you. I don't have any, but
yeah, exactly.
I'd love to come with you. That's
we have my ties to Arizona go really deep. My grandma, she actually, her farm was where that Home Depot is on Broadway and Val Vista right there. She was a Ray, so that's where her farm was, and they farmed all the way through Gilbert/Chandler area. So
You said array,
yeah,
like as in Ray Road, like
yeah,
like
yeah.
oh, so, is
That's
that a
part
big?
of her. That's part of her family. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, way cool.
yeah.
Way
So,
cool. I was
yeah.
wondering how that road got its name. I
Yeah.
didn't actually know this.
So yeah, so I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong a little bit, but they started in that Chandler Gilbert area.
Sure. Okay.
And then they ended up having to sell that land, and then they moved to Val Vista and Broadway. So literally their house was where that Home Depot was. And then they had a pretty big farm back then, but
that's some like Arizona history
yeah,
lineage there.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
way cool.
like CGCC or whatever. They sold the land to them to build the school and
Gotcha.
all that. So
Gotcha.
yeah. But so my grandma, she grew up down here, but then they moved to Duncan, Arizona, which is like 3 hours away. And then my mom obviously was born and raised there, but then moved back to Mesa.
Okay.
So
Okay.
got
Yeah. Where's Duncan at?
So do you know where Thatcher is?
I don't even know.
Safford.
I know where Safford is.
So Safford,
Okay.
if you keep going east on through Safford and Thatcher, and you just keep going, you'll run into Duncan. It's a tiny little
I was
town.
gonna say, it must be tiny if it's out past Safford there.
Yeah, it's right on the so my mom, it was raised on a farm out there too, in this little small town called Duncan, and part of their farm was in Arizona, and the other part was in New Mexico. So right on that borderline.
Literally right on the border. Yep. Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
How long has your family been in Arizona? Do you know how many generations?
Long time, pioneers type of thing. So yeah, so it's hard. So my grandpa's side, they went down to Mexico, the colonies type of thing, and then got ran out by Pancho Villa, like early 1900s.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then that's why they settled in Duncan, and then my grandpa and my grandma obviously got married, then lived in Duncan. So
wow.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. You have some rich Arizona history here.
Yeah.
Do you know how your grandparents got here? Was it like, I mean, I know early Arizona, it was wagon and then it was train.
Yeah, wagon.
It was wagon.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then my dad's side, same thing. So my dad's grew up on like the corner of Val Vista and like, what is that baseline right there where Dana Park is?
Mm-hmm.
Had my grandpa had a farm there on that side, and they came down here, pioneer time. And my dad was telling me about like when they cleared the land, just like saws and horses and pulling out bushes,
wow,
trenching it with those auger things. So yeah,
it's probably hard to it's hard earth to work.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard to leave Arizona. It's like the house pricing is so expensive. It's so hot, and like I'm always like, if I didn't have deep roots here, I probably would leave and move, but my roots are so deep here and I have so much family here. It's like impossible to move.
Wow. Have you ever been to, speaking of like Arizona lineage, have you ever hiked out to Rivas Ranch? Okay. There is a hike in the Superstitions called Rivas Ranch. And I forget the guy's first name is like, it's like one of those that could be a guy or gal's name. It's like Aubrey or Audrey Rivas or Courtney Rivas. It's like one of those, I think, I could be wrong, but was one of the original, settlers of Arizona and came in and started an apple orchard in the Superstitions. So if you go far east enough in the Superstitions, like just straight east from Phoenix, not north at all, just straight east from Phoenix, the Superstitions actually get up to about 5,000 feet. And the pine tree belt from, northern Arizona comes down into the Superstitions there.
Oh, cool.
And there is a hike. You actually have to drive out past Superior and you go, you drive through some mines, like some mining roads. And you come out this dirt road and you have to go up, like dirt road's nice until the last like quarter mile to get to the parking lot. Dirt road's pretty heinous. You need to have 4-wheel drive and high clearance, unless you want to hike uphill that quarter mile. You get there and it's like a 6-mile backpacking trip, I want to say. And you go out and it's this, there's a spring there. There's a year-round spring and hundreds of apple trees. Hundreds.
Really?
Yeah. He had planted hundreds of apple trees. And you can actually go backpacking during like apple picking season.
Okay.
And it's a very fun like Arizona cultural thing to do because there are fire pits and like little campsites all over the place. And in a lot of the fire pits, people have brought and left Dutch ovens.
Oh, cool.
So that way you can make like an apple pie while
No
you
way.
go camping.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So that and then his original home is still there, and it's protected by Arizona Parks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it has a little sign out front. It has a little bit of the history of him. And he passed away. He was walking. He would walk from his location with a cart to Globe, Miami, right? Or to, what was the other one? I think it was Superior. So he would walk to these he had like apple orchard and would walk to these mining towns.
Oh, cool.
And on his way back from Globe, or no, is either his way back or his way to Globe, his like wagon wheel broke, and he went to go like fix it, and like the cart like tipped over and crushed him and like drug him down a hill a ways.
Oh no.
Yeah, sad story.
Jeez.
But yeah, one of the first settlers in Arizona. So you probably don't know, but I would be curious if your grandparents like had heard that story or knew of that.
Probably.
But yeah. That seems like it would be like a
big thing.
Big thing, you know what I mean? Like an apple orchard in Phoenix, you know?
No, I had to check it out. Probably one of the coolest stories I have about my grandparents is my great grandpa obviously was a farmer, but he was a rancher too. And my dad was telling me that one time they were like on this cattle drive bringing some cattle through. And one time they were camping, it was night, and then they start to hear some noises, and up rides Geronimo. So my great grandpa actually met Geronimo and his like posse.
Wow.
And obviously they're scared, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess like my great grandpa was said that he was like, pretty cool, just like wanted food and place to sleep. And then they woke up the next morning, they left and didn't harm them at all or anything. I was like, that would be crazy.
That's a clash of two cultures.
Yeah. Coming together.
Wow. And a famous name. Geronimo's not a...
No, it's one of the most popular Indians around.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, that is... Wow. I can't believe
I couldn't even imagine being
I couldn't imagine. No. Yeah. I mean, you think of like John Wayne movies.
Yeah.
You know? That's like what my picture of old Arizona, or if you ever played like Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played that video
I haven't,
game.
but I know the gist of it.
Yeah. They have Strawberry, Arizona.
Oh, really?
In the game, and it's very accurate. They did a lot of research on the town. They did a lot of research on the Southwest for that game in particular.
Oh, cool.
Like they literally have like I remember this post where it was showing one of the pianos in a saloon, 100% like true to life of a piano at that time.
No
they
way.
actually went and found one. They like 3D scanned it. They like did all this like, you know, inner workings of it, got the sound copied into the game too.
No
so
way.
when you go, so they have like, they spent a lot of time researching. So when you walk into Strawberry in that game, it very much feels like what you could imagine original Arizona was like. And there's, of course, it's just one of those pop-up towns that was on a railroad.
Yeah.
Right. So the railroad's right behind the town, and it's like the town is just kind of there. And so that's kind of what I, picture when I picture old Arizona.
Yeah.
At least from, my history and culture and lineage, right? Arizona's been around a lot longer through Native American cultures, but that's crazy that your grandpa, that's OG.
Yeah, that's like
that's OG Arizona.
It's a little famous thing for our family right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to go to Duncan one of these times. Like if you're ever in Safford or Thatcher, drive another hour, and it's like an old town that just stood still from like the early 1900s.
Okay.
Like you just drive and there's like buildings that are 100+ years old, and like I always want to go in there and just do like a treasure hunt and see like what kind of barn finds you can find. And I've always wanted to do that, and so. I haven't been back in a while, but when I was little, we would go there all the time, and always go to the farm and hang out.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. A few friends of mine who they actually moved here. They weren't originally from here. They moved here for work, and we all met through various hiking groups. And they have Jeeps, and we've done sort of 4-wheel drive stuff, which Arizona and Utah are the best place on the planet to do that type of stuff. And we've had sort of a dream of one day going to a place like Tombstone, right? Tombstone being famous for being a very Wild West looking theme town. And actually like getting into like a fake like bar fight in a saloon just to live that like Arizona cowboy fantasy.
Yeah.
So is Duncan kind of like that? Could you picture? Is there like an old saloon with the dusty doors that like
some of those buildings are very old. Yeah, you can definitely tell. Like it almost looks like they took the old doors off just to put like a door that actually closes all the way. But it feels like that. If you blink, you'll miss it. You'll drive right through it.
Wow.
So I think there's like one restaurant. They just got like a Dollar General like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's probably a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. Because before that, you'd have to drive all the way to Thatcher, which is an hour plus to go get anything. So yeah,
you almost wonder how those towns like stay. Like they've got to produce power locally, I'm assuming, and produce water or have like probably a water tower or a pump somewhere.
Yeah, so they have the Gila River that runs right through there.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of in the floodplains. And so when you get a lot of rain, a lot of the town will flood. And so I know where my grandma's farm was, where my mom grew up, it did get flooded quite a few different times when Arizona will get a lot of rain. So that's where they get a lot of their water from, and it runs right through the middle of the town.
Gotcha.
So power, I don't know where they're getting that from. So
okay. Man, I'm still stuck on your grandpa meeting Geronimo.
I know. That must have been insane. Like just I don't even know how they slept. I would have been just shaking in my boots.
Because I mean, it's two cultures that didn't understand each other. You know what I mean? It was a culture, Native Americans that lived predominantly off the land, and a culture of settling, right? And creating agriculture and farming and things like that. Two completely different ways of being, and one that, especially Arizona was a very common battleground for clashes between Native Americans and like colonizers essentially.
Makes you question like how accurate is history. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, I mean, we know Geronimo was this iconic figure, for Native Americans, and he was this great warrior. But sometimes he can be portrayed as kind of like evil. Yeah. It's just like maybe he was.
Well, the victor tells the story.
So it's like, was he more like pretty kind to most people, that helped him out, him and his posse.
Well, it sounds like from your grandpa, that's the case.
He just wanted food and water and a place to kind of kick it for the night and head out.
Yeah. And that to me is like, Arizona culture. So I've had the good fortune of hiking in a lot of places. It's one of my favorite things to do is go hike and see the beautiful land that we have here in the West. And Arizona, every time I come back to it, I'm always amazed. So I was, like I said earlier, born and raised here. And so to me, the hiking culture here is normal. And I go elsewhere and I'm like, people are much less friendly.
Yeah.
And I think it's not that they're less friendly. I think they're just, when they get outdoors, it's because they want to get away from people. I think Arizona has this long-standing, like, the second you go outside, you're almost in survival mode.
Yeah.
Because it's dangerous. It's a dangerous place to go hiking. There's not a lot of water and there's not a lot of shade. The bugs aren't that bad, but you have scorpions and you have Gila monsters and rattlesnakes and things like that. And I've seen all those, but very few and far between. And they always let you know if they're there.
Yep.
And so that's usually not the concern. It's exposure to heat and sun. And so I've always seen on hiking trails here, there's this camaraderie of like, okay, hey, you're here too.
Yeah.
Do you need any water? Do you need any food? I'll give you what I can spare. I had one situation where I hiked a little too far with not enough water, and I was coming back and I was hurting, and my pride wouldn't let me, ask for help. But someone was like, "Hey, you look like you're real hot. Like, do you need any water?" And I was like, "I am a little short." And they're like, "Here, let me give you. I have like a half a liter I could spare." And so they took care of me, and I've done the same. I've given liters of water before to other people, and so I've always attributed that to the harshness of the landscape. There's a respect for people that are also out here doing the same thing. And so you have this base level connection of like, we might not know each other and you might be a stranger, but we're out here alone.
Well, you have a purpose. We have a purpose. Let's find common ground.
Exactly. So there's a common ground here.
Yeah.
So I imagine, oh man, is your grandpa still alive?
That was my great grandpa.
Oh, your great grandpa.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This was a while ago. So I never met him. But sure. Like I said, my dad told me the story.
Okay.
So
yeah, I wonder if your dad knows, like, I'm sure he's probably told you everything that he heard, but oh man, I'd want to know, like, how many people did he have? Like, what did he
I
have
don't know.
saddles? Like, what?
Yeah, it's
Did he have like?
was it hostile at first? 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
was it-
obviously
yeah.
they both are probably having, their guard up.
Oh,
It's
certainly.
like, are you here to kill me, or
Yeah.
are you going to kill me? It's
Yeah.
like both sides are going to have that feeling. So it's like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and like, what was like the icebreaker? It's
Yes.
like,
Yeah. What was that?
was it Geronimo that did it, or was it,
Did Geronimo speak English? Did your great grandpa speak?
No, he didn't. Like,
no.
not that I know of. I mean, he could have pulled something out of his back pocket.
I'm sure, just, the universal, like, you got water.
Yeah,
like,
water, food type of thing. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy to think. Yeah. And have you floated the river recently in the last 5-10 years at all?
The Salt River?
The Salt River?
I haven't, but
there's a huge population of wild horses.
yeah, so I do a lot of dirt biking.
Okay.
So,
okay.
and I do a lot of riding over there.
Okay.
Pobrecito is what's called, and that's kind of in that area, and there's horses everywhere.
Yes.
But,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fascinating to me to just be floating down the river and, wild horses are just crossing in front of you. I think Arizona, and to the best of my knowledge, it's Arizona and Eastern Oregon are the largest population of wild horses in the United States.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is, it's like you almost don't, it almost doesn't register. We're so used to seeing horses on farms or like big properties or, or it's like, policemen will have it in town or something like that. Like horses are almost like a privilege to own or have.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just floating down the river and there's just like 20 horses standing there and you're like, I forget that these are wild creatures at a time, and they still are.
It's crazy how accustomed they've gotten to humans, though.
Yes.
There'll be like hundreds of people floating down the river, or like us riding our dirt bikes. We're not trying to scare them or anything, but they'll just poke their heads up, kind of look, and we just ride on by.
They're not particularly intimidated by humans.
No, I think they've gotten very accustomed to them.
Yes.
I
see people at the river that are like walking up to them. I'm like, hey, that's still a 500, 600, 700 pound wild animal. Like, maybe don't
do that.
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
That thing can kill you with one kick. Like, don't, it's still wild.
Yeah, exactly.
They're docile animals, but like, don't go touch it.
Yep,
It's not
exactly.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of,
Wow.
another cool story.
Yeah.
So that's what my great grandpa did. Then my grandpa, he was a farmer too, but then on his off season, he didn't do cattle. He did hunting excursions. So people would come in from out of state, and he would do mountain lion excursions.
Oh, wow.
So people would pay him, and then they would fly in, and then he would take them, and then he would have these dogs. And so he had like a pack of like 7 dogs. And my dad would tell me like these weren't like pet dogs. Like they weren't allowed to pet them, be like they couldn't interact with them, like be loving to them, because they were strictly for hunting only. And so when these guys would fly in, my dad would go with my grandpa, and they would load these dogs up in the truck and take them out to the desert, and they would mountain lion hunt. And you know how that works. They find a mountain lion, and then they'll put the dogs on the mountain lion and chase the mountain lion up the tree. And
okay.
So they would chase the mountain lion up the tree, and then these people that paid to come fly in to go hunting, they would just shoot it out of the
Then
tree.
they would shoot it. Okay.
That's what my grandpa did on the off season during farming season.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's kind of going back to like the horse thing. It's like the dogs, like they weren't able to be touched or loved or like
those are working animals.
Yeah, those are working animals, or
they're not pets.
They're basically wild dogs, like they're only there to scare big animals up a tree.
Gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Hey, your job is to go chase a cat that's 3 times your size,
Yeah.
5 times as powerful as you. I mean, you got a pack of dogs, but oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, you gotta. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do in the off season of farming?
Yeah,
You know, there probably wasn't a lot of commerce other than.
There wasn't no Uber.
Yeah.
No Uber's Eats or anything like that to waste your, spend your time.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, well, I got an open Saturday and I want to make a couple $100. I'm gonna drive Uber. No, it's like,
Yeah.
You had to have some. I mean, it was, man, it's crazy in how few generations it's gone from such a hard way of living to, something we relatively take for granted.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It's like this room is being piped in like 70-degree air. It's real nice.
Yeah.
Real nice. We don't have to worry about the heat as much. We turn on the faucet, the water comes out. It's just much different than the way that our ancestors, have lived. That's wow.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
you're
like
a wealth of like Arizona stories.
Yeah, I remember my grandma one time was like, we were like asking like, what's like the biggest life-changing thing in your life, you know? And she was like, the toilet, you know? It's like,
Wow. Yeah.
like, can you imagine not having a toilet? Like we
No,
take for granted,
I
you know, it's
couldn't.
like the plumbing, you don't even think about it, you know, it's like you go to the bathroom and you don't even think twice about it. It's like, we just take things for granted now,
Yeah.
you know,
Wow.
compared
Yeah.
to, you know, back in 100+ years ago.
Man, that puts some perspective on it. Like,
Yeah.
what invention changed your life? The toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would stink to have to go outside your house every time. And
For real.
but
Oh my God. Especially here. Yeah. Cause I mean, I imagine though, old porta potties, that was definitely a ripe opportunity for things like rattlesnakes.
oh yeah.
I'm sure that was one of those things you probably walked out there with a stick every time you went.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't want to. Yeah. I got rattled at hiking probably about a month or two ago.
Oh really?
Yes. Oh man. I have hiked hundreds, if not thousands of miles in the Arizona wilderness, and you only ever see a couple of rattlesnakes. I know they're there. I've gone out with people who know how to find them, and you find them everywhere easily.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
They are very shy. They don't want to interact with humans, right? And I was hiking, and a couple people were ahead of me. I was bringing up the rear, and I was coming in, and all I heard was this. That was it.
It's a little one, huh?
It was just two. It was and I was like, you know, because it's quiet, and I'm hiking, and all you can hear is the crunch of the gravel under your feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a little bit of a breeze, and you know, I'm just focusing on my breath. We're on mile 16 of 17 getting back to the car, so I'm just at this point I'm like, I just want to be in the
Like,
truck. There's
get
cold
back,
water in
yeah.
the truck. There's beer in the cooler. Like
Yeah.
I just want to get back to the truck, and I just hear this, and my brain's like, oh, something shuffled on your backpack or whatever. And then I stop in my tracks and I was like, that's a rattle. I know what that sound is. And I turned around and probably 5-6 feet off the trail. He was fully extended. He wasn't coiled up. He was long. He's probably 4 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
He was as thick as my forearm here in the middle.
Jeez.
He was a big rattlesnake.
Big guy, huh?
Yeah. And he had a huge rattle.
Was it
And
a
he-
dimeback?
It was a dimeback.
Okay.
It was a dimeback. And he just gave me just two. You
Oh.
know, because I was walking away from, we were both headed the same direction, and I just walked right past him. It was just the two, and then I think he was like, "Oh, it's not a problem,"
Yeah.
and so I kept going, and so I turned around, and my phone was hot. It was a hot day,
Mm-hmm.
and so I took a short video, and I watched it later, and the video file was corrupted. It got like 2 seconds of his head.
No.
I know, I was so upset because I
Dang
was
it.
like, I love, you know, that's such an iconic Southwestern, you know, animal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, one time I do a lot of dirt biking, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
And one time me and my brother, we were actually over by Bulldog. Do you know where that is? That's south of so you got Saguaro Lake,
Oh, mhm.
and that's a little bit south of that. So after the water comes out of Saguaro Lake, you know, it goes to this, obviously the Salt River, and then Bulldog is right there.
Gotcha.
So we were riding, and I was in front of my brother. It was me and my brother riding. And my brother's a better rider than I am. I hate admitting that, but he is. And I was in front of him.
We'll
and then
cut that part out.
Yeah, we'll cut that out of here. And then I turn around, and he's just like stopped. And so like I kind of turn around. I'm like, okay, either his bike's broke or something. So I start heading back, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Like, are you okay?" He goes, that rattlesnake right there bit your boot." So I guess I rode over a rattlesnake, and it hit my back tire, and he tried to grab onto my boot. But like, so like a dirt biking, you have like a plastic hard
Sure,
boot.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like it tried to get my boot at like my heel, and obviously I didn't feel anything. And then it kind of hit my back tire and got flung to the side of the trail. He was like, "Yeah, it like got your boot." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." Like I didn't even see it. It camouflaged so well into the trail. So yeah, I'm not a big snake guy. I don't like dealing with them in this line of industry. It's one thing that still
Dude, that
kinda
just gave
spooks
me, yeah, I was gonna say, that just gave me like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's a little, man.
It's a little too close. I
that's-
was just like, okay.
Because if you're that far out, that's
Yeah.
like, if you got bit, you're racing against the clock
Yeah.
to get.
Luckily,
that
we were
situated.
about 3 miles from the truck, so it wasn't like we were way back. Like there's sometimes on dirt bikes you can get so far back, you're like, if my bike breaks or you know I get hurt, I'm screwed. Like there's no cell service.
Yeah.
Like you're toast. But so luckily we were close enough to the truck. I I don't want to say I'd be fine, but definitely be a lot better of a situation than being 20, 30 miles out. But
I think, one second.
Oh, you're good.
I think the camera is turned off.
How can you tell?
Because I just saw this light go off.
Oh.
That's weird. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. Austin, it wouldn't be a podcast with you if there wasn't a little bit of technical difficulty.
I know. That's just part of it.
you're just not a tech guy. So
I like it because I'm learning, you know, like I don't know anything about technology, so it's cool to watch you do your magic.
Well, thank you. I can't take all the credit. I really have to give out a shout out to Russ here because Russ definitely, we bought this and I was like, man, dude, that might as well be a magic device to me. I have no idea what that is. I mean, he showed me how to use it. He was the one that hooked everything up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I just Ben Creative ended up paying for the cameras and stuff, but
yeah,
actually, you know, that one's Russ's. That one's Russ's. I got a couple, and then we split that. But so actually, I have to share all that credit with Russ too. But no, he's the wizard. I've come to learn it. But
is that pretty pricey?
it seems like $500.
Still pricey.
Yeah, it's pricey if you're just like dabbling, but because
what
we
you do,
for what we do, it's like
worth it.
Yeah, because you see how it's switching cameras here, and you can see it, of course, on the screen up there.
Yeah.
If we were to sit there and take all 3 cameras and try to edit and cut everything, dude, each episode would be
forever.
Two days of editing, 2 8-hour days of editing. Like, just couldn't do it. This wouldn't be possible without this little. So for me, $500, I'm like, easy.
It's worth it.
That would cost way more just to edit one episode, and this thing just does it automatically. It's pretty incredible.
It's pretty cool.
I'm not sponsored by Rodecaster, but I'd love to be.
Yeah, give them a sponsor.
Anyways, yeah, sorry for that interruption there. That's crazy. Like getting that close to a rattlesnake, because that's, you know, that the desert doesn't have a ton of creatures. It's not a biome that sustains a ton of life, but the things that are here are, I would say, hardened.
Oh yeah,
like you have rattlesnakes, which are extremely venomous. You know, the Western Diamondback is the one that we have here. It's the famous one. We have one of the 2 poisonous lizards on planet Earth here. Yeah. With the Gila monster. And apparently that feels like getting shot if you get bit by that.
Yeah.
It won't kill you, but...
Have you seen one? I've never seen one.
Yes, I've seen 2.
Oh, lucky duck.
I've seen 2.
That's cool. I've never seen one in person. I mean, at the zoo I have, but not in the wild.
Yeah, well, it's because they're nocturnal.
Yeah.
And they like to stay underground. They rarely come up. So... I've seen 2, and they're so cool because it is a Western legend, you know, creature. Like you don't see them very often because they're very shy and they like to stay underground where it's cool. Yeah. I've seen some really neat creatures here. I was camping earlier this year. No, it was last year. It was April of last, so it was about a year ago, a little over a year ago. I was camping on the Mogollon Rim.
Okay.
And decided to hike about a mile away from my truck. I brought my guitar and I was playing, but I was by the campsites and I'm okay, you know. So I didn't want to like interrupt other campers. So I was, you know, a little ashamed, you know, nervous. I didn't, you know.
I'm gonna have to hear you play one of these days.
I can play. It's the singing that I was practicing that I was a little, you know, ashamed to share. So I went about a mile and a half away from my truck, and I was away from all the other campsites. And I had set up a camera because I wanted to hear myself, right? So I could practice and play and hear, you know, am I breathing correctly? Am I singing with my throat or singing with my chest? You know, so I'm trying to practice. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to like adjust I'm adjusting my seating. I'm getting my guitar right. And the video's taking video of me, right? And so I'm like watching the video back afterwards. And all of a sudden I just like look, I shoot my head over to like the right hand side and I'm like staring. And off in the distance, I'm like, is that a coyote? And it's walking. And then it like stands up full stature. And I was like, that's not a coyote.
No.
It was a Mexican gray wolf.
No way.
It was. And so I grab the camera, immediately turn it around, I zoom in, and you're able to see it.
Yeah.
You can't tell the stature from a, you know, crappy phone video, but you could see it, and it was, it was like, at first I was amazed because I've never seen a wolf in real life, in person, right? And so at first I'm like, that's a wolf. you know, I've seen bears.
Yeah.
Like I've seen of course coyotes, I've seen snakes, and I've seen all sorts of stuff. Seeing a wolf, right? I was blown away. I was like, how cool is that?
That's awesome.
That is it's, you know, looks just like a dog, but it's big. It's just big. It's like
big.
like the shoulder is probably, its shoulder height's probably what, 3.5 feet, right?
Jeez.
Coming halfway up me at least. Just a big dog, right? And then the fear sets in of like, oh,
like,
I'm in danger.
Your dinner.
Like, I was like, this is not a like, oh, look at the doggy.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a wolf, you know? And he looked at me, you know, because I'm like scrambling around grabbing the phone and I'm crunching all these leaves, and you know, he's probably only a couple hundred yards from me.
Yeah.
So he just shoots his head over and he's just staring at me, and I'm like, okay. So I start darting around. I'm like, are there more?
Yeah.
If it's just him, I'm not too worried. Like, he's not going to bother me, right? It's got to be enough of he's either got to be extremely hungry or he's got to be willing to risk injury, right? To go after someone my size, right? And so I'm looking at, I'm like, I'm not scared unless I see another one. And I didn't see any more, but I was like, but I'm not going to stick around to figure out if they're just a few feet behind him. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was there to hear you sing, man. Maybe he liked it. Maybe it sounded like howling.
That's what it was. It was a dying animal. No, yeah. So that was neat. I haven't seen any bears here in Arizona. I've only seen them in California and Oregon. I haven't seen any bears here. I know there are black bears.
Yeah, I've seen some over by Strawberry.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen droppings over at that Rivas Ranch hike. They were everywhere. Really? Everywhere. Because they come down to eat the apples. Yeah. Dude, it was like every 10 feet. I was like, that's bear scat. That's bear scat. Like that. I was like, there are bears here. Yeah. But we were there in the high time when all the campers were there. So there's tons of people like in that little area, because there are a lot of campsites, and there are a lot of, like I said, there's probably over 100 apple trees. It's a proper orchard. And there's a spring, so it makes it really easy to hike out there. And the hike's not too bad. Yeah. You do most of the elevation in the car. Yeah. and there's a few 100 feet of elevation getting up. So
yeah, you need to send me the pin to this place. I need to check it out.
Yeah. Have you ever done any backpacking? Is that something you've done?
So when I was growing up, I was in the scout program, and I had a leader that loved to backpack. So that's kind of what we gravitated to a lot for our campouts and stuff. And so I got a bad taste of it, growing up. So I kind of hated it after, getting through the scouts program, but it's something that, not that I'm wanting to jump in, but I have some buddies that are planning a hike to do the Grand Canyon rim to rim to rim.
Oh, okay.
And they're trying to convince me to. I'm not 100% convinced, and that sounds like you're making it even worse. Like, I don't even.
If you don't like backpacking, man, they're trying to convince you to do like an ultra marathon.
Yeah, that's just how it works. You just got to jump into it, I guess.
Dude, I'd say start with rim to river to rim, which is that's the path that I haven't actually done it. I started it, and 6 switchbacks down, I just took the turn wrong and popped my IT band out of the groove in my knee. I went down. Geez. I went down immediately.
Oh gosh.
I was like so thankful that I was 6 switchbacks from the top and not down at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Yeah. So I hiked back. I hobbled back out. Fortunately, I had my trekking poles, so I kind of hobbled back out. But that's one that's on the bucket list to go back and do. I've backpacked the Grand Canyon 3 times.
Oh geez.
Or 4 times. 4
okay.
times. So I've been there down to the bottom 4 times. That's one that I want to do, but that's 17 miles. Rim to rim to rim is like,
yeah. What is it?
Well, it's what's, gosh, there's going to be like ultra marathoners in the comments here telling me I'm wrong. I think it's like 20.
I was going to say, isn't it like a 75-mile hike around? I don't know. It's roughly.
I think from south to north rim, God, I want to say it's like 17 or 19 or 20. It's somewhere right in that range. So you're probably looking at like somewhere between 30 and 50 miles.
Oh, geez.
And it's 1,000 or 5,000. So it's just over a mile. So it's like 5,700 feet down to the bottom. And then when you're going up the north rim's an extra 1,000 feet. So you're going a mile and 1,000 feet up, and then a mile and 1,000 feet back down. And then 17 whatever miles back across, and then another mile up. Dude, that is brutal
You
hike.
coming with us?
No.
It sounds like I need you.
No, I will meet you down at Phantom Ranch. I will meet you down at Phantom Ranch. That's the halfway point. That's right off the river. And there's I don't know if you've ever been down there.
I haven't.
Beautiful. Great place to go. My suggestion for that one is go down South Kaibab.
Okay.
It's about 7 or 8 miles down to the bottom.
Okay.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning hike. They literally have a viewpoint called the Ooh Ah viewpoint because it's you stand there and you go, ooh, ah, like it's so pretty. And so you go down there and you get to the bottom, and at the bottom is Phantom Ranch. It's one of the only like structured sort of type of settlement places in the entire canyon system.
Oh, wow.
And that's where the park rangers go and stay when they're doing their duty at the bottom.
Okay.
There's a cantina where they serve food, water, and beer.
Oh, okay.
And there's campgrounds. And there's 2 mule trains, and they go down every day and come up every day. They bring water, food, supplies, and like so you can't just go down and buy dinner. You have to book dinner ahead of time because they literally will pack your dinner on a mule down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon, and they'll cook it for you at Phantom Ranch.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. And then you can have they do like a stew. They also do like a steak.
Oh, geez.
So those are the 2 options:
Yeah.
stew and steak.
Cool.
And then they have water and like 1 or 2 choices for beer. And then they have a house guitar. I've played the house guitar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, way fun. Way fun. Actually, very fun side tangent. I'll get back to this in a second. Side tangent. The last time I did, so for my 30th birthday, because my birthday is November 4th. So for my 30th birthday, we went for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
And so we dressed up as Super Troopers from the movie Super Troopers. Yeah. So I shaved my beard into a mustache, and we all were wearing like the Super Troopers uniform. We didn't think this through. Everybody thought we were park rangers. So we got people all the time
Questions,
like where's the water? Where's the bathroom? Like all this stuff. So it was hilarious. But we got there and we asked if we could borrow the house guitar and go play by the river. And they were like, yeah, absolutely. Beautiful guitar. It was a gentleman who's a luthier, so a guitar maker, a luthier. He had hiked down to the bottom. He was so blown away by the beauty of the Grand Canyon that he went back to his shop in like the Midwest, I think it's Illinois, and he built hand-laid guitar. So the little like stones that you lay into the neck of a guitar, on like the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, like the 9th fret, things like that, 7th fret. Usually it's just dots, just little stone laid into dots. He carved a coyote. He carved a cactus.
No way.
He carved a moon.
Huh.
Beautiful guitar. Unfortunately, it's extremely hot down at the bottom, and it's very dry, and they didn't put it in any sort of protection, so the guitar is like cracked and beat up, but it gives it its charm, right?
Yeah.
So we had the guitar, and we were playing at the bottom. Me and my friend Marco. Marco's way better than I am, but I opened up for Marco in 3 songs, and then I handed him the guitar, and so he played. And we had a group around us. People were stopping. It was a ton of fun, right? So we finish up and we go return the guitar. When we're returning the guitar, we were told by the people working at Phantom Ranch that Dave Matthews was the last person to play the guitar.
No way.
He was still down there.
What?
He took the mule down and was still down there. We actually saw him the very next morning on the mule train going back up.
No
so
way.
you can actually ride the mules if you pay for it.
Yeah.
We had hiked down, but he had taken the mule. So he had ridden a mule down and he was riding the mule back up.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so we always joke that Dave Matthews opened for us at Phantom Ranch.
Did he play anything for you?
No, he played the night before.
Oh.
They said he had a little crowd at Phantom Ranch and he played the night before. And I was like, dang.
That had to be the smallest crowd he's ever played for.
Oh, for sure. But that would have been the most intimate setting. Like you're in these 5,000 foot walls in this little, irrigated part of the canyon.
Yeah.
Beautiful area, but anyways, yeah. So Phantom Ranch, you can book a mule there. Other fun fact: it is the only place left in the United States of America that you can send mail by mule.
No way.
Yes, and because a mule handles your mail, they have to have a special stamp, and so if you go down to the bottom and you mail a postcard, you'll get the stamp that says "mailed by mule."
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so it's one of if you're a USPS nerd like I am, it's one of the coveted stamps. Yeah. Because it's the only place in the world, or at least in the United States, but in the world where you'll have this mailed by mule, Grand Canyon stamp.
Cool.
And then they actually put it on the mule and take it back out, and then they send it from the post office at the top
Cool.
of the canyon. But if you do that hike, I will go stay at Phantom Ranch.
So you have to go through that.
You go through
up
Phantom
and
Ranch.
then back down.
Yeah. So South Kaibab down is my favorite.
Okay.
It's a little bit less packed. There's two major trails that go to the bottom from the South Rim. That's going to be South Kaibab and Bright Angel.
Okay.
So South Kaibab is a little bit less trafficked because you have to take a bus over to it, and then you go down it. And there's no water stations on South Kaibab, so that's why it's best to go down.
Yeah.
Now, Bright Angel has a water station and restroom station every mile and a half. Incredible feat of engineering.
Yeah.
That they have water every mile and a half on this.
Yeah. How do they do that?
There is a stream that runs down from basically where the visitor center roughly is on the South Rim, and there's this. You go through a lot of green when you do that part of the hike through Bright Angel, down to I think it's called Havasupai Gardens now. It used to be called Indian Gardens.
Okay.
I think it's called Havasupai Gardens now, and so you go down in there, and it's very green, and that's where one of the actual backpacking destinations is.
Yeah.
Beautiful area. It's a lot cooler because water runs next to it, and so they siphon water from that, but then they pipe it down, down. But it makes it nice going up Bright Angel because you don't have to carry a ton of water.
Oh, cool.
You can carry a liter or two because every mile and a half you can just refill. So you can shave 20 pounds off your pack, which is really helpful when you're going up a mile.
Yeah. 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 I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big backpacker. And my buddies want to do it, but we'll see if we make it happen. We're going to try doing September.
Okay.
So beginning of September. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
See if I make it.
Yeah.
But I've done Havasupai Falls.
Okay.
Which I know it's close, but not same.
Yeah. I'm actually doing that in 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How'd you get
Yeah.
That's hard to get, isn't it?
It's a super hard to get permit. I was actually invited. So my girlfriend and I, she has one of her best friends they're from out of state, and they had got 5 nights.
No way.
So we're going, so not this coming weekend, but next coming weekend, we're going to hike in at 3 a.m. because it's exposed and hot.
Yeah.
So we're going to hike in super early, and we'll be there Sunday night through Thursday night, hike out Friday. So we'll be there for a whole week.
Nice.
So I've never been to Havasupai. So
it's awesome. We did that as a youth, when I was,
gotcha.
In scouts. So we did it. I've done it twice. It's so cool. And I kind of took it for granted, I think, looking back, I'm like, it's so dumb. Like, it's probably the prettiest place on earth. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, this is cool. Look at the waterfalls, but I need to do it again, but I know it's extremely hard to years out to get tickets. But
yes. Yeah. And they're expensive now.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're younger, they're probably $10 a night.
It was pretty cheap. And I know when we went, it was funny because you would think they'd have a check-in or something. We get there, you walk down, obviously the switchbacks, and you walk down the wash for a long time. And then you come to this little town, where you can get helicoptered in if you want, or same thing. They have a little post office and a little convenience store. And then it's about another mile after that. You keep walking, then you get into the Havasupai Falls. And when you get there, that's where you check in. But no one was there. When we went, no one was there.
Oh, okay.
This is you could just go in and I was like, why did you buy tickets? I think it's gotten a lot more strict and it's a little bit more, structure down there right now. But I know I want to get down there again. Yeah. That'd be so fun.
No, yeah, like you said, the Grand Canyon being one of the 7 wonders of the world, Havasupai Falls is probably the crown jewel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've never been. I'm so excited.
You're a lucky little guy.
I'm so excited, man. Yeah, we just was one of those. They called us and they're like, "Well, we had a couple drop out, so do you guys want to join us?"
No
we were
way.
like, "Yes, we do. How much money? We'll send it to you right now."
Yeah,
yeah. So we got in. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be hot, but it should be. What I've read is June it's hot, obviously, because it's roughly the same temperature as Phoenix, so it's gonna be in the hundreds during the day. Mm-hmm. But this is right before monsoon season, so the water should still be crystal clear. Mm-hmm. And the water should be freezing cold. So it's going to be one of those, it's going to be beautiful to swim during the day.
Yeah.
And because we're down there for 5 nights, 4 nights, 5 nights, Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 5 nights. So because we're going to be there 5 nights, we're going to go to all of the waterfall locations down there.
Yeah.
We're going to swim at each hole for each day.
Yeah.
It's kind of our plan. So I'm very excited.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest things, I don't know if it's still there, but like, you go past all like the big falls and then you start to get in like the river part. And there's this one spot that you can go under, like you go into the water and you swim down and you swim under a rock and then you pop up into like a natural cave in there.
Oh, like a little grotto?
Yeah. And it's like super cool, super scary. Like when you do it,
Oh yeah,
you're like, you start to go like under the rocks and you're like, if I'm going to drown if there isn't a pop up right here. And you do pop up on the other side. And it's so cool to go up underneath there and like, because the water's so clear. And
but should I bring goggles or can I just?
I'd bring goggles.
Yeah, bring goggles. Okay.
Yeah, I'd throw them in.
Okay.
So
yeah,
when we went, like I said, I was probably 14, and so I kept up my pack really light. Brought just like ramen and trail mix and then like a pool floaty to sleep on at night. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I have a decent amount of backpacking gear just because it is one of my favorite sports and pastimes. Can you buy stuff at the I've heard that there's like a convenience store, a little village store down at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know if you can buy a lot of stuff there now, but when I was there, it was more just snacks kind of things. Like,
gotcha.
I remember when I got there, I bought a water with a Snickers bar.
Okay.
I just needed some sugar.
Yeah.
I thought it was a hard hike. It's only like 8 miles.
Yeah, 9 miles. I think it's 11, but
okay.
I mean, still, you go down, almost a mile.
Yeah.
There's I think maybe it's a little bit less, but I know from what I've read, it's like the first mile is a lot of switchbacks and down.
Yeah,
and then
that's
it's a real
it is.
flat area for a while, and then it's a little bit more like down at the end, and you're basically at the waterfalls at that point.
I remember hiking out; that was like the worst. Like you hike the 10 miles, and then you get to the 11th mile, and
it's just up.
Now it probably wouldn't be that bad, but like you just look up.
Yeah,
you're like, seriously.
You're like, could we have taken the helicopter?
Yeah, or like the mule or something.
My girlfriend, so she played college soccer, and the friends that invited us was one of her friends from college. It was actually the team captain.
Oh, cool.
So she has a little bit of a competitive edge with this gal. And so she's like, oh, we're gonna hike and we're gonna da da da. And I'm like, I'm a stop and smell the roses kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like, this about me. And when we're together, that's how we hike, and we stop and we look at things and stuff like that. But I know she's gonna be on a mission, and I was like, you can do what you want, but if it's $20 to put my backpack on that helicopter, I'll see you at the top. I'm gonna wait for that and put that on, and I'll do the hike without the backpack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, good for her though. Most of the hike is just hiking out in the desert. It's so weird. It's like just desert.
Yes.
Then you get to the town and just get so green, and then the further you go, the more green it gets.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Then you just start seeing the waterfalls.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Where do these come from?
Yeah. No, I have done, like I said, 3 or 4 times at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The most strenuous trip I took was the Escalante route. That's what it's called. Escalante route. It's like some 32 or 36 miles or something like that. It's not even a trail. It's a route. You have to route find.
Oh, jeez.
And so I've done that. So there's no like, is there pride of can I get down and back out? Like I've suffered down there.
Yeah, you've done it all.
I've suffered quite a bit down there.
Yeah.
So she wants to do it for competitive nature. I'm like, I'm gonna put the backpack on, pay the gentleman $20.
Yeah, just enjoy
There's no shame in that for me. I've done the hard times.
Yeah, you're one of the few people in the world that get to do it.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's crazy to me that. The stats are 1% of people that visit the Grand Canyon will go, or no, maybe it's a little bit higher. Maybe it's like 5% of the people that visit the Grand Canyon will ever step foot below the rim. So that means just get on the trail at all. It's like 1 to 5%. It's a very, very small amount. Yeah. Most people just go to the visitor center. They do like the bus routes. They go to all the lookout points and they just look.
Yeah.
Very few people actually start the hike. And of those people that start the hike, it's estimated that only 1% of them ever make it to the bottom.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So when you're down at the bottom and you meet other people at the bottom, there is a wonderful camaraderie. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. There is a wonderful camaraderie down there because it is earned. Mm-hmm. There is no getting down there. I mean, you can take the mule. And we did joke. We were like, man, I would have liked Dave Matthews' music more if he walked down here. But but I mean, it's still a trek even on a mule. But like it is earned. There is no getting down to the bottom of that canyon that's easy.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. And so when you get down there, there is a common ground of everyone's like, you did it too. And you are met with people who are happy to see you. You know, everyone's in a great mood because you've done the hard hike.
Yeah.
You know, you can probably you soak. I like to soak my knees and my ankles in the Colorado because it is freezing cold water.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's just snow runoff from the mountains, from the Rockies. And so go. It's like, it's the healing waters. Right. So you just go put your sore, swollen ankles and knees from hiking down with all that weight on your back. Go put it in the ice cold water and it feels incredible.
A natural cold plunge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's a big sandy beach right there at the bottom.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. It's a big sandy beach. So it's
John,
beautiful.
you're giving me mixed feelings
Yeah,
for this hike. It's like 1 minute I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then you're like, no, it's tough. Don't do it. Then I'm like, it's just like,
It is. Well, okay. I would say, yeah, go to Phantom Ranch. Dude, if you are going to do rim to rim to rim, that is like ultra marathon status. That is elite conditioning.
Yeah. I got a lot of work, I guess.
Yeah. Like even just, I've talked about with one of my buddies, Andrew, we've talked about doing rim to rim and then staying a night and then coming back. So rim to rim to rim, but splitting it up between 2 days. Unfortunately, I don't know if you've heard, but there was a huge fire on the North Rim and it destroyed most of the visitor center at the North Rim.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's Native American land.
Oh, shoot.
That's.
When did this happen?
Within the last 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay.
It's very recent. So the visitor center, the little hotel lodge that you could sleep at, all gone.
Oh, dang.
All razed.
Got burned down?
Oh, yep. And so I don't know how long it's going to take, right? The South Rim would be rebuilt like that, right?
Yep.
Because it's a huge national park. There's federal budget behind it. It attracts tens of millions of people every year. The North Rim is native land, so I don't know what type of support. I should look into that because that's one of those things that, like, when it happened, I was so gutted because me and my buddy were like, let's do it. Let's do the rim to rim to rim. We'll split it up over 2 days. And even then I was like, I better go run. I better go hike. I better go do some lunges.
Jeez. Yeah.
Get on the stair stepper with a backpack.
Yeah. Get into shape.
Get in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an elite hike.
Yeah.
But I would encourage you to do it in any way, shape, or form. Get down to the bottom of the canyon.
Well, it definitely helps out knowing that there is some donkeys down there that can take me out.
Yes. If you are ever in a situation where you are in trouble, the mules can take you out.
Yeah.
They can. Yeah. And then they do helicopter out of Phantom Ranch if necessary. But the helicopter is like, God, I think it's like $7,500 if you need to be rescued by a helicopter. Yeah, take the mule. It's a couple $100 or something like that. So
exactly.
Hop on the mule. So take that out.
I'll crawl up before paying that.
Yeah, right. I was like, just let me die here.
Because I had another buddy that did it about 2 years ago, and like I saw him a couple days later, and he lost like 3 toenails. And from
dude,
hike, I'm
brutal.
like,
dude, 95% of my first aid kit is foot care stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
The moleskin.
I have moleskin. Believe it or not, sheep's wool.
Okay.
Just actual sheep's wool, because sheep's wool has lanolin, and lanolin helps rebuild the skin. So if you have a blister, just tape some sheep's wool right to the blister, and that blister will flatten and basically harden back into your skin in a day or 2.
Oh.
It's the moleskin's okay. It's great for like immediate relief, but like you pull it off and you'll pull the blister off too.
Oh.
So I mean, they tell you to like leave the moleskin on and let it kind of bake into your skin, but the sheep's wool does the same thing. So I have moleskin, sheep's wool. I got athletic tape. I have different socks. I have like
just expect me to be calling you in August. I'm gonna be blowing your phone up all month. Hey, what do I need to get?
What do I need to do? Yeah. I have a whole list. I actually have a backpacking list specifically for the Grand Canyon because it is different than other places. And there's a little helpful. One thing that's like overlooked: bring a handkerchief.
Handkerchief. Okay.
Yep. I tie one to my backpack strap because you sweat.
Oh, okay.
And constantly wiping your eyes with your fingers, you'll actually like wipe your skin raw because of the salt in your sweat. And over time, it just gets really painful wiping your face. And so if you have a handkerchief, you just pat your face off.
Okay.
And then if you need to, you can dip it in the river and you could cool your neck off. And so that's like really easy, really small thing to bring, really cheap. Get like a
Sure you don't want to come with us?
I mean, if you do rim to rim, I'll definitely go with you. If you're doing rim to rim, I'll see you. I'll see you back at the South Rim, man.
Yeah, we'll see. That's still 6 months away, so
yeah.
Things could change.
Yeah, things could change. Yeah, that's exciting though. I want to be cognizant of your time here. We're at an hour, and I know you had to go.
What time is it?
Do you have your phone?
Yeah, let me check.
I normally have my watch, but.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. But
oh, you gotta go.
Yeah, we got like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
10 minutes.
Okay. No, I mean this has been.
No, it's been great. I enjoy this. This is like literally my first true podcast being on, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me ask you a couple of questions about Great Western just to change the pace here, because would love to actually a question did come up, but we were so into like the history of Arizona. We were talking about rattlesnakes though. Have you done any rattlesnake jobs?
Yeah. We've done. It was about 3 months ago. We've done one for a property management company. There's a community out in North Phoenix, and they had 2 rattlesnakes that were mating, out on their lawn. And so we went out there. She called us up, was like, hey, can you get out there? And luckily I was in that area. So I was about 10 minutes away. So I just swung by. We have the buckets and the gloves and the tongs, and we put them in the bucket, and then we just relocated them out in the desert a little bit further out.
You just drive out and here you go.
Yeah, we went about 30 miles out. It's not anywhere close to, civilization, and just let them go. Even though we're in the pest control, we're in the business of eliminating things. We still believe there's a place for certain things.
Certainly. And that's a good philosophy.
They're not harming anyone. So
yeah.
So we relocate all our snakes. We'll never kill snakes. So
nice.
Unless if they're like in a corner of like a trailer shed, very aggressive,
and something's threatened, or
and there's no way we can get it out safely, then we will eliminate it. But 99% of the time we'll relocate.
Gotcha. Okay. So Great Western does that. Yeah. I was going to mention, you're talking about, often it's elimination, right? I'm not proud to say how many cockroaches I found in this office.
So satisfying, huh?
I just because, like I said, when I told you when you came to spray, I was like, because I come here at night sometimes to finish up work, and it's like I'll see them like skitter across the floor, and I'm like, no, absolutely not. Like that is. Dude, you could run a snake through here. I'd be like, whoa, I'd be a little scared there's a snake here. I'd wonder how it got in, but I'd be like, all right, let's get you out of here. I have some tongs in the back of my truck too. A snake really wouldn't scare me too much, but cockroaches running across the floor, it's just one of those, like, it just makes you, it's like there's a baked in response to the human physiology that just it sees a bug like that skitters across the ground, and you just go, nope, absolutely not. Nope, no thank you. So you definitely solved a huge problem for us.
I think that's one of my favorite things to do is like when we go to like a community or something that hasn't been sprayed in a long time, you'll have a ton of roaches in like the valve boxes. Bugs love the valve boxes because they usually have like water pipes running through there, so it's pretty cool. Great place for a harvesting area for the bugs. So it's fun to like we put our nozzles down in those little holes in there, and then you just spray, and then like you scoop back, and like 30 seconds later they just
crawl
flood out of there. And it's a satisfying thing to like watch them just flood out and then just flip upside down and die.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, there were none this morning, but yesterday when I came in, there was one in this room, and I was like, I got to clean it and mop again.
About time to get sprayed again.
Yeah. I was gonna say, one of these times I'm gonna have to ask you, pop by the office again.
Yeah, right down. I'm always close. So.
Yeah. It's the shower drain.
Yeah,
that's the shower. Yeah, it's the shower drain. That room's always a little bit humid. And the shower drain is the big white holes in it. And so I went in there yesterday. We actually hired someone to come clean.
Oh, okay.
So they did our windows and vacuumed and stuff, and then they cleaned out that shower room for us. And dude, I don't even want to tell you how many cockroaches they put in our trash from that shower. I was like, I'm a very clean person. I keep my space clean and organized. I keep my office clean and organized as best I can. My truck is always clean. Like, I just opened that door and I was like, this is a nightmare to me. Like, this is just unacceptable. So yeah, until you're coming back, I actually taped it yesterday. I was like, I just taped the drain shut. I'm like, I don't even want to deal with this. Like,
yeah, I'll come by. Let's get it sprayed again.
So I appreciate that. Yeah, I need to leave you a review on my public profile. I can't with my business profile because I'm attached to your Google business profile. Google won't let me. So I have to leave one with my public profile, but you definitely did an awesome job.
Yeah. I need to leave you a 5-star review too.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, yeah, let's do that.
Switch it. Yeah.
And Yeah, just one little soundbite I wanted to grab here before we wrap up is what season are we going into for pests? What pests can homeowners expect? And how can they get in touch with Great Western Pest Control?
Yeah, so what's going to be happening in the next few weeks is monsoon season. And we know with monsoon season comes a lot of rain, a lot of standing water, and what comes with that is mosquitoes. So it's going to be mosquito season very soon. And we're going to, according to the weather station people, the professionals, it's supposed to be a pretty wet, rainy summer. So we're going to have a lot of mosquito activity. So it's going to be important to make sure to get your houses and your neighborhood fogged. We do foggings for mosquitoes. And what we do is we come by with this backpack machine. It looks like a big blower, and we're able to fog up high where all the mosquitoes like to kind of, hang out during the day. And then we also can get where they're breeding down low where they're standing water. So that's one thing you're going to see as well. So this is going to be the time that the babies are going to start leaving the mother scorpions. So during mating season at the beginning of spring, and then obviously the mother has the scorpions, and they usually stay with the mother scorpion for a little while, for about 6 weeks, and then after that they'll start to branch off and go live on their own. So this is going to be the time where you're going to start to see scorpions start to spread out, and a lot more activity, a lot more hunting. So those are the two things you need to watch out for coming, in the next month or so.
Okay. And how can people get in touch with Great Western Pest Control?
Yeah, you can either reach out to me or you can reach out to the front office. The front office number is 480-507-7803. As well, you can just go to our website and just put an inquiry. It's pretty easy. It's right there on our website. Just put your name and your number, and then I'll give you a call within the next hour or so.
Okay. Yeah. So they're going to be talking to you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm the one that answers it. So, like I said, we're really quick at responding, and we're really quick at getting you scheduled as well. I know some companies, they can be 2 or 3 weeks out, and when you have a problem, you want it taken care of right away.
Right away.
And so for we do a lot of bees. We're 24 hours, within 24 hours. So if you get a beehive at 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll have it, taken care of by 4 or 5 in the afternoon before that. Mosquitoes, we can get you scheduled within a day or two as well.
Oh, so, wow.
Yeah, we're pretty quick. Our turnover's, pretty quick.
Awesome.
Getting you scheduled.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great news.
Yeah.
Because if I'm sure we'll have mosquitoes, in my backyard, and I'll definitely have you come by the office again.
I'll come by. Yeah, let's fog the office. Yeah, it also works well for flies too. Well, a lot of people don't realize that.
I'm going to ask our neighbors, because we have that new leaf next door, right, with that big grass area in the backyard. I'm going to ask them if they'll hire Great Western Pest Control to come do some fogging. Yeah. My goodness.
Yeah, so, we have a sister company, a turf company, Lush Cleaning. And so they do a lot of cleanings for artificial turf, but they run into, obviously, flies because, homeowners have dogs. And so they'll always, refer us to them, and we go out there and we'll fog, and, homeowners are like, we've seen thousands of dead flies just all over the place, and it's because we come through and fog, and it works great for that too.
So I need you for that with the little plant that's in the foyer.
Yeah,
it usually sits in my office, but all those tiny little gnats are coming off. It's just the right temperature for them to spawn from wherever they spawn from. And dude, I had to put it out in the front office because they were flying in my nose and mouth. Yesterday, I was getting so frustrated. I was like, I love this plant in here and I want it in here, but I cannot stand this. Maybe Austin knows how to take care of these things.
Yeah, we can spray around the plant, and it'll definitely help. So.
Okay. Well, Austin, thank you so much for your time, man. I know you got to run.
Thank you.
This has been a pleasure. It's been great getting to know.
It's crazy how fast time flies.
These go by so fast.
Over an hour.
Yeah, it's easy to kill, 2 hours on this.
Yeah.
But fascinating with your family history.
Yeah.
Your great grandfather and those stories, and your family's history here. I love learning new things. Typically it's a little bit of both. It's about the people that are on, and it's about the companies and the way that they impact Arizona. And it was a pleasure to get to know more about you and those stories, because that's close to home, right? Born and raised here. So
can't beat it.
Yeah, really neat.
It's a great place to. If you're not in Arizona, you need to move here.
Yeah, it is. No.
Actually, stay where you're at.
It's too hot.
That's no fun.
It's a great place to be.
No, it's great. I love it, and want to just say thank you. You've done a great job on the marketing on on your end for our company, and we really enjoy working with you.
Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Well, I'm looking forward to the next one.
All right. Sounds
Shake
good.
your hand.
Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you.